Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm just making a quick little video on a world update for my survival world. At this point, it is about 1 year old. A little bit more, I think. This is my forever world, and I've tried to do this a few times, so that's why this one's only like a year old, and eventually I got bored of my worlds and I didn't like what I was doing. But yeah, a few things for this world specifically to note is try not to like speedrun the game or anything, so that's why I still got like diamond tools, diamond armor. I got good enchants and stuff. Basically, I just progress as I need it. So yeah, another thing, most of these builds are functional or like an homage to like past builds or something. So this is actually the first building I have, and it is basically just a starter base. It is a homage to the first house like I built on Minecraft 360 edition with my brother and my dad. So in that world we had there was like a naturally generating like perfect 90-degree corner. We had like a square house like this. It was wood. I did a little bit more detailing on this one, but it was just like oak wood, solid floors. We had glass ceilings, and it just went up like 8 stories, and it was really cool because everybody had a floor to themselves, and you went up, climbed up the ladder, and that's how you got to everywhere. So yeah, but this base, I don't use it a whole lot anymore. I got my mine down here and whatnot. Got the little dragon egg, got all my setup stuff. I moved nearly all the loot out of this. You will see in a bit. I have a storage unit I just built. And yeah, I more or less just got basic tools and enchantment table up there. And as we move around the base, time kind of progresses. These farms were like the second thing I ever did. Got some honey. That's later, but first like build I did besides my base was this cactus farm, because I knew I was gonna need green dye eventually. And it's just a small farm. See, as you can see, oh, I guess it's not super efficient, but as you can see, it's got just 8 cactus growing. And as you come down here, there's just a hopper collecting cactus, and this has been running for like a year now. And I mean, this is all it's generated, but I mean, how much do you freaking need? So this is one of those things that's just functional. Yeah, I don't have this build dated, but as we move forward, I think every build after this is dated on when I completed it. That's not going to include like things like this that are just like a little sheep farm though, but one of the oldest things. I think after that, the first thing I built was a kelp farm, so I could work on this project. So I got my kelp farm down here. I think this is pretty cool. You have a window that goes in. It's like 98% efficient, so it like runs by itself. But as we come down here, we have all of like the redstone and stuff. It's just one smoker doing it, and we got kelp backed all the way up. Slowly though, as you can see here, it runs out, so it's got all these hoppers to run through. In my entire time I've had this world, I've only had to turn the machine off once. You just turn this off, it locks its hopper. No longer pulls out blocks. Only had to do that once to let it refill, more or less, and you just get a whole bunch of dried kelp out of this, which then I take immediately over here. Okay, as you see, farm made 8/21/25, so that was almost a month ago at this point, or a year ago, this exact month. And then the build above it, that I did later, about 2 months later. That's that build on top. We'll come back to that. This is my furnace super smelter. Another thing is, all these are like built myself, not really tutorials, and this is like an actual farm. So basically, I just got the fuel here. You put the fuel in here, it goes in the minecart. Send the minecart off, it goes all the way around. And you have all the furnaces. You put anything you want to smelt in here, send that around. It'll drop them off all in here. Everything ends up coming here. I got levers if I ever want to get the XP out of them. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Coming back to this. This is a build directly out of one of the original Minecraft like books. And yeah, again, back to like the OG stuffs. Not a whole lot going on in the first floor. I think I built this when shelves just came out, so that's why there's a bunch of shelves and whatnot. I got bookcases, shelves. This is like my bulk storage. So this is like, I have like a whole bunch of moss and stuff and dirt. As I mentioned, I built another storage unit, so I've cleared most of this out. But yeah, I got like a whole bunch of dirt and glass and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Next thing I have is this iron golem farm. Let's see when I did this. Deconstructed. So this was also about a year ago at this point. I guess I built this before the kelp farm. But yeah, that's why these signs are really cool. Get to know exactly when everything was made. Basically just slabbed up so all the iron golems spawn in there. Jump down here. I got everything sorts down. Oh yeah, auto crafters were relatively new. I'm pretty sure they've been out for a while by the time I built this. But yeah, auto crafts in the blocks. As you can see, this farm is pretty efficient. I think it's like 4 little villages spawning guys, so pretty good. I got an item sorter. It sorts out all the iron, and then all of the roses go into here. They get crafted in the bone meal. I got a little stored here. It goes directly into this. This is my genius redstone. They only come in 1 at a time, so I don't need like a double observer spam tick thing. So yeah, as 1 bone meal comes in, it gets shot out. That actually leads to my next thing, which is all the way up here. All the way up here. So we got the kind of greenhouse garden build here. I was inspired by Green's base on the current season of Hermitcraft, his starter base with this. Kind of tried to... I used like a weird mix of panes and regular glass to try to like make it so this was a little bit further out. I think it looks better than if I just did all glass, so I'm pretty happy with that. You got the greenhouse in here. Not a whole lot going on. I used to have dyes in here, but I moved those to my storage. I got some flowers, and the bone meal from the iron golem farm actually comes up. It gets shot up here. There's a hopper minecart, as you can see there, which leads him into this secret chest down here. So as you can see, it's been generating a whole bunch of bone meal and whatnot. And yeah, after the greenhouse, I think I built this sheep farm. So this sheep farm is, I actually like the build. It looks kind of stupid, but at the same time, it's pretty cool. It's got a glass roof on the top like this. Got some texturing with like the gray glass and stuff. As you can see, it's sorted by each color. Again, one of those farms that's not like super fast, but you just let it go forever and you get a whole bunch. Like as you can see, I got all this white wool. Holy crap, look at all that. I moved some of this all to my storage unit, not a lot. I gotta move the rest of it eventually here. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. Did I ever date this one? I think I forgot to date this. Oopsies. But yeah, I also built this creeper farm, which is pretty cool. This is like one of those designs that you stack them up, but everything in this world's functional, so I'm one person. I don't need that many rockets. Like, I'm about to run out. I can come down here to the entrance. I can get all of the gunpowder I need, so yeah, that's gonna craft like almost 6 stacks of rockets, so that's more than enough for me. And I built this massive trading hall. That's what this thing is. Honestly, this is like my favorite build I think I've like ever built. I think I got the design down there, like the only 1 level kind of design from like a random image of somebody's build, and then I stacked it up, and I think I added like shelves and stuff and lighting and chiseled bricks and stuff, and then I did the front. I really like this entrance. It's really cool. It's like the columns, except they're wood. As you can see, I'm still moving villagers in and stuff, but kind of do that as I need. You come in here, you have all the different villager setups. I gotta add signs and stuff, but as you can see, I got like unbreaking, I got thorns, I got mending, so I got like a whole bunch of enchantments right now. But yeah, if you follow this track, you come over here. This was... Oh, shoot, dude, I completely forgot. As you can see here, this was built in my first little session on this world, too. So there's like a whole bunch of villagers here. Like, oh, I need a villager. You just come over here, grab a cart, shove it in there, and the minecart will grab them through the corner. As you can see with the hitbox, it lines up with the corner of the block there. So this is a really cool trick. This doesn't work unless you have like a shit ton of villagers in there, but it's pretty cool. Send the villager off to my little happy cloud over here. This was like a build that it was like one of those things like, I didn't know what to do. So I just kind of built something. I was like, ooh, a rainbow cloud. I think I was planning to do a rainbow, but I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I might change this build eventually, but as you can see, this was built like 4 months ago at this point. So this is one of the first things I did after I got back on my world. And yeah, so... Oh, shoot, I got 2 of them in here. Oopsies! I didn't even realize that. You need to get back over here, though. There we go. So, yeah. Got some, got my villagers. I got my, Bossy's Destroyer, Zombie. And, yeah. I guess I can show where the villagers come in from. So, they... where's my bed? So yeah, this is where the villagers come from. Have some food here. If you look down in here, you can see some beds. I'm gonna go into spectator mode just because I can. I suppose I should do game mode. Spectator. What? Chat, am I cooked? Yeah, okay. So as you see, you just throw food down. I made this design myself. It actually works pretty well. So I have 4 villagers down here. They got their beds, so there's 4 beds here. And then there's a gap that's only tall enough for the baby villagers to walk across. So there's a whole bunch of beds over here. Looks like an iron golem got stuck there, but baby villagers, it becomes night, they try to run over here, get to the beds, and yeah, they'll end up kind of like hanging out at their beds. So they'll grow up, and then eventually they just wander down into here. As you can see, they get pulled up, they go all the way around. This is like my original villager area before I built the other thing. They come all the way around and get pushed up into here, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, actually, I almost forgot. This is one of the more recent builds I did. As you can see, built on 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Yeah, so this is like a little, like, radioactive, I guess, kind of like storage bunker. So there's like a place, there's like a nuclear energy plant somewhat nearby me, and like, this is literally how they store their radioactive waste. Like, it's just like a random shed like this on the corner of the property, and they just come in and they store all the stuff. So this is a slime farm. So I got the trick where you have a hopper minecart grabbing the stuff out of a bubble column. All the stuff comes here. This is one slime chunk, just a small farm. It's actually down in my mine. So since this world is actually on all the newest snapshots, it's really, I don't remember like the original like snapshot version the world was created on. So in order to find a slime chunk, I can't use like the like slime chunk finders. So I had to mine out this entire thing. I did it without a beacon. This was before I got a beacon. And you just mine out a bunch of chunks and you put walls and you just wait for slime to spawn. So this is actually slime block chunk 2, but this is the first one I found. Just a simple slime farm. They all get sent down there. There's a hopper minecart underneath that. Just sucks up all the stuff, and yeah. And then finally, the newest addition to my world is this super sorter system. Oh wait, I lied. Actually, second newest thing. I got the super sorter system. As you can see up there, it uses copper golems. Basically, I got a shulker unloader down here, so you throw your stuff in there. Jeez, got my music disc, I guess. If we come down here, I got a shulker unloader. It unloads everything, sends the box back into here, and that gets shot up here, and then all the loot gets shot out here, goes through this water, sent up there, and basically, so if I go on a trip and I have a bunch of stuff, just unload it all. Back there, I actually have a chunk loader. I don't know if it's necessary for this. I just didn't want any of the redstone to break, and that also means this will go forever. So the copper columns are not the fastest. Like, one stack of blocks takes like 10 minutes to go around this entire system if it's not like found to be sorted somewhere. So I think that chunk loader is just a good safety measure. Make sure this is always working when I need it. Basically, I got all the woods. Some more here. I got flowers, plants, harvest, hostile mobs, passive mobs, ores, and minerals. Just got all my loot sorted. It goes all the way around. I got like all the stones, cobblestones, whatnot. I got all the dirt, sands. I got the new cinnabar and sulfur and whatnot. Item sorting here is actually pretty cool. You just have 3 shovels, and then you have like a stack of blocks up front. And every time, like if I want dirt to be sorted here, I just add dirt. And you saw that went down by 1. So that means that dirt would now be sorted there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I got like ice, snow, arctic stuff. I got all the colored blocks. So I got like red blocks, orange blocks, yellow blocks. You can see I got like terracotta. Over here I got gray blocks. I got like mud in there. Black blocks. I got like concrete, wool, obsidian. I mean, technically obsidian's purple, but I mean, it looks black, to be honest. And then I got all my dyes, as I mentioned, I moved over here, so that's pretty cool. That means I got, like, what? I got, like, 1, 2, 3, 4 more modules I can do. Each of these is 9 by 6 double chests, so that's a lot of storage. So that means I got, like, 9, 18, 27, 36 more types of blocks I can basically store, which is pretty cool. And if stuff gets all the way around here, gets sent back into this, which is just items that didn't get sorted. Sometimes, like, blocks sneak through, like, these 3 stone bricks. I have these sorted, I have these sorted, I have these sorted. Sometimes they just sneak through, but I did, like, 4 double chests of stuff, and, like, I think I had, like, 8 items pop out here, so it is pretty efficient. And, yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of this. I did a lot of this redstone myself. Like, each module is a guy on YouTube. Maybe I'll link that tutorial in the description, but I got the modules from him. But then I did basically all the other redstone, so the water and whatnot, stuff shooting up. Basically, items get sucked into each module, and then it gets sucked, goes through, ends up into the dropper down there, and then when there's something in that dropper, it shoots the piston up. You got the observer, clicky click, shoots the items back up, and they move on to the next section. So I think that's pretty cool. The last thing in my world is the newest build, which is actually this mud farm. So as you can tell, that's not finished over there. I gotta decorate it. I kind of wanted to go to a similar block palette as these, but I didn't just want to do like spruce and dark and stone. So I'm gonna be going with like mud, and then like a little bit of spruce, like mud bricks, a little bit of spruce, maybe some like weathered copper and stuff. That should look pretty cool. But yeah, another mud farm just from YouTube. So the redstone's like redstone, bunch of stuff I get from YouTube, but then I build the bases around it. So I got the little hut, the mud gets pushed onto this platform and whatnot. Got a little path leading up. Basically, you just place dirt, shoots bottles into here. The bottles get cycled and they refill. And yeah, so that's literally like everything in this world, I think, more or less. I plan on doing a bunch more things, so that should be cool. I still gotta build like a nether portal thing. I still gotta build the exterior to that, which is a big project. I gotta make like an actual farm for like my cows and whatnot. Make an actual honey farm. But yeah, that's more or less everything. Thank you to the approximately 1.2 people still watching at this point in the video. That's epic. Thank you for watching, and I will see you maybe in another update.